What's up, everybody? How's it going? And welcome to the Minute channel. This is another video, another discussion here today, and this is gonna be regarding Shin Megami Tensei. And obviously, Shin Megami Tensei 5 is going to be releasing fairly soon. We're talking about within the next month or so. So, with that in mind, I am thinking, really, what is next here for the series? And I don't mean like obviously what's next for Shin Megami Tensei 5, because obviously SMT 5 is coming out, but I mean like afterwards, looking into the future, looking into the next few years or so. What's next from there? Are we gonna get some more spin-offs? Are we looking into 76? What are we looking at here? And honestly, comes from a lot of reasons. The last as a decade for SMT was actually a pretty good decade, and I don't mean the current decade that we're going through, but I mean the previous one. DS, 3DS, we had an influx of a lot of different spin-offs. I mean, we're talking about things like the Devil Summoner games or Strange Journey, which is of course not a spin-off, but it's still part of the Shin Megami Tensei. There's just so many different SMT games that we got. We got Apocalypse, we got SMT4. So really there was a good influx of games at the time, with different influx of really energy. They had a different vibe to them. Each SMT spin-off or each SMT game that we got was fairly different from each other, and I really appreciate that aspect of Atlas as a whole, because they really were willing to try it out. They really were willing to get this kind of ball rolling and everything. So personally, I am very intrigued and interested to see what they're gonna do next from then on. Are they looking into doing more SMT spin-offs? Obviously with Persona and the success and popularity, because I don't think they ever really had anything like that. Sure, Persona was popular and games were doing good, but still, SMT4 wasn't that far off from Persona 4, which at the time was kind of like the number one selling game. So SMT4 did fairly well on the 3DS. So I think that with that in mind, you can definitely see, hey, like they were still putting up a lot of SMT games and everything. But Persona 5 really changed, I think, the game plan here. So I'm curious to see what's gonna happen next. I think there's a lot of fans that are looking for the next Devil Survivor game. They're looking into another Soul Hackers or another Strange Journey game, or maybe new games, more Shin Megami Tensei spin-offs with like crazy stuff, like maybe another hack and slash Raidel style or something else. I think SMT is one of those series that lends themselves for so many different genres and styles and everything, and it's just because it's so flexible with storylines and characters. Nothing is really tied to each other to the point that it's bound to something. And obviously the style, unlike Persona, which is a specific style, SMT is so varied in design, in characters, in themes, tones, and everything. So it's such a really versatile, I think, as a whole, a really, really versatile series. So I'm just curious to see what's next for this series, and let me know what you guys think about this. What kind of spin-off do you want? What kind of thing are you expecting from them? Do you want another mainline game? Do you think Shin Megami Tensei 5 is gonna kick off kind of like Persona 5 in like a grand thing where a lot of people are now interested in 2025, or it's just gonna propel Atlas into doing more spin-offs about Shin Megami Tensei 5? Anyway, thank you so much for watching this, guys. Let me know in the comments down below, what do you think about this? Do you agree or disagree? Do you think that Shin Megami Tensei 5 is gonna bring this new revolution of Shin Megami Tensei games on the Switch, maybe on PC or PS4 or PS5, whatever? I think there's a lot of good platforms nowadays, and I feel like limiting to one single console isn't necessary at this time anymore, unless of course they get paid or anything like that. But overall, I just want to see what's next for Shin Megami Tensei 5. So I want to hear your crazy theories. I want to hear what you guys gotta say about all this. Thank you so much for watching this, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.